And Cédul Shees, I'd like to welcome the families in the gallery, and I met some of them outside and on the street, and indeed met people from my own constituency, Alison and Heather, and her mum was unable to come today, but they're weary and tired for fighting for justice for so long. I want to salute them. The disaster has been a long-standing symbol of injustice in our country. Not the only one, mind you. The 48 people who lost their lives in the Stardust were just teenagers. The youngest victim was only 16 and the oldest 27. The families of the victims have been let down by successive governments. The state and legal system in its time for a state to apologise and establish a victims and families compensation scheme. But no amount of compensation will ever bring back the loved ones lost in the Stardust, and it's crucial that we acknowledge that. Compensation scheme serves a different purpose. It is not a solution to the pain and grief of the loss, but after a tangible recognition of the state's neglect and failure to protect its citizens. And that's ongoing all over this country today. As I said, the establishment of a compensation scheme free from obstacles is a necessary step towards justice. It acknowledges the time and angst that the families have lost and the struggle that they have had endured in their quest for justice. The scheme should not be seen as a mere financial settlement, but a symbol of the state's commitment to righting the wrongs of the past, and they are many and they are awful. Moreover, this compensation scheme should serve as a reminder of the state's responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of its citizens and to prevent such tragedy from happening in the future. It is a testament to the resilience of the families, their unwavering pursuit of truth and their right to justice. It also calls it an accountability and demand for justice and pledge for a safer future. It is a promise that lives lost in the Stardust will never be forgotten, and that the legacy will continue to inspire change and foster resilience in the face of adversity. And I want to compliment and salute the coroner, Ms. Cullinan, and also Dublin Fire Brigade, in fairness at the time, and still to this day, salute them on the work they do. And he won't pay them or recognise them or give them proper treatment and respect. They took severe actions at the time, the fire officers, and in ensuring safety of all our public buildings, our nightclubs and public houses and everything else. For years, I said, the families were looking for a judgment, and the verdict of unlawful killing finally brought some relief. The verdict announced that by the jury and at the inquest for the 48 young people who tragically lost their lives in 1981 nightclub fire was met with a mix of emotions. And can I just say, it is just so sad. I was in Dublin that night. As a young man, I was at the Fianna Fáil audition. I was staying in a hotel, and we were terrified and frightened and horrified at what happened. And I remember the apology and the closing down of it the morning after. But we can never imagine or walk in the shoes of the families up here, as I said. But there are many more families walking in your shoes today. And I can mention him here. There are many of them. There's Fam Niall Malai, who was brutally killed at a wedding in Offaly with Tipperary relations. There is the Whiddy Island disaster, 50 people who lost their life. There's John and Michael O'Brien of Tipperary, who were literally murdered off the coast of Helvigs 10 or 11 years ago. No investigation, cover up after cover up. And can we mention Shane O'Neill, that young cyclist who was mowed down unceremoniously on the road out for a cycle. And I salute his mother, Lucia, for the effort she's making to get justice. What is wrong? Why have we a system that we founded a state and our forefathers that fought and gave their lives in the GPO and all over the world and got our freedom and our new state? We inherited a system from the English to cover everything up and nothing to see here. Our people are being denied justice day in, day out. The unlawful killing of a young Rossiter by in Clonmel Garda station, covered up again. The wrongdoing is going on day in, day out to this very moment. It's probably happened to many families with Tusla at the moment. What's happening, young children in the care of the state going missing. In the name of God, I said, and his blessed mother, and the dead generations, I appeal to you, if you're ever going to find any moral compass to stop this rot that's in there. We have a Minister of Justice won't even go to the Garda conference. We have the Commissioner wasn't even asked, and now should he be? I don't blame him for that, they have no confidence in him. Will you stop the rot and stop just trying to destroy our very culture, our fabric, our being, and infiltrating our country and overrunning it with migrants from God knows where? Look after the people who need to be looked after, and have respect to your duty under the Constitution to serve the people, serve the Irish people, not self-serving. Why did that businessman, and I do question the previous Judge Keane, who appointed him? Who appointed him? Why did he find that out? I know who appointed him, and I know who his friends were. And that's what's going on to this day. The judges are appointed, and there's cover-up after cover-up. Shame on ye major political parties. You continue the farce.
Thank you, Deputy.